to 80% of what your doctor tells you is forgotten the moment you walk out the door. It's a staggering fact, and I want you to know it is not your fault. It isn't a reflection of your memory or your intelligence. It's a powerful psychological response to a stressful environment. And it's the very reason so many of us leave an appointment feeling that familiar pang of after-doubt, wondering what we forgot to ask, or feeling like we weren't truly heard. What if we could change that? What if you could walk into your next appointment not as a passive patient, but as a confident, informed partner in your own healthcare? That's exactly what we're going to do today. Hello, wonderful women. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and it is my absolute joy to be here with you. My goal is to help you transform your relationship with your health and your doctor. Before we dive in, I would love to see where our community is gathering from today. Please take a moment and tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? It fills my heart to see us all coming together. And if you believe in taking charge of your health, consider subscribing so you never miss these conversations. Today, we're uncovering 5 simple things you can track at home to make every doctor's visit more meaningful. And it all begins with a number you think you know, but I promise there's a much deeper story it's trying to tell. Let's talk about blood pressure. We've all been there. You're rushed, you're a little anxious, the cuff tightens on your arm, and a number pops up. That number is then written in your chart as the definitive truth. But here's the reality. That single reading is just one frame from the entire movie of your life. It's a snapshot. It doesn't capture what happens when you're relaxed at home, after a walk, or during a stressful phone call. Tracking your blood pressure at home at the same time each day gives your doctor the whole movie. It provides a rich, contextual story of your cardiovascular health. Think of it this way. A single photo of a garden can't tell you if it's thriving or struggling, but a time-lapse video showing the flowers opening in the sun and closing at night tells the complete story. And that is what home blood pressure monitoring does for your heart. It replaces a single, often misleading snapshot with the beautiful flowing narrative of your body's daily life. And while blood pressure tells us about the force within your system, there's another, much quieter signal your heart sends every single minute that can be an even more powerful predictor of your long-term health. This brings us to the gentle, silent rhythm of your well-being, your resting heart rate. This is simply how many times your heart beats per minute when you are completely at rest, ideally measured right after you wake up before you even get out of bed. It's one of the easiest yet most profound indicators of your health you can track. Think of your heart as the engine of a car. A car with a well-tuned engine idles at a low, steady, quiet hum. It's efficient. A heart in good cardiovascular shape does the same. A lower resting heart rate generally means your heart muscle is in good condition and doesn't have to work as hard to maintain a steady beat. When you track this number over weeks and months, you start to see a pattern. You might notice it creeps up when you're under stress or not sleeping well, and it drifts down when you're exercising regularly and feeling good. It's your body's own built-in wellness gauge, a quiet whisper that tells you how your body is truly coping with life. But the rhythm of your heart is deeply connected to the fuel it receives. And that brings us to the single most important energy currency in your body, something that affects everything from your mood to your mental clarity. Let's demystify blood sugar. For many, the idea of monitoring blood sugar seems reserved for those with diabetes. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Your blood sugar level is the amount of glucose, or energy, available in your bloodstream at any given moment. It is your body's energy currency. I want you to imagine your daily energy as a bank account. When you eat a balanced meal with protein, healthy fats, and fiber, you're making a stable, long-term deposit. Your energy is released slowly and steadily. But when you eat simple sugars or refined carbohydrates, it's like getting a huge instant cash withdrawal. You feel a rush of energy, the sugar spike, But it's followed quickly by a crash, leaving you feeling tired, foggy, and irritable. By occasionally checking your blood sugar with a simple at-home glucose meter, especially before and after meals, you start to understand which foods are making steady deposits into your energy account and which are causing chaotic withdrawals. This information is gold. It helps you connect the dots between what you eat and how you feel, empowering you to make choices that keep your energy, mood, and focus stable all day long. It's fascinating how a number like blood sugar can so deeply affect our minds. But what if I told you that just one night of poor sleep can impair your cognitive function as much as being legally intoxicated? It's absolutely true, and it has been shown in multiple studies. This shocking fact reminds us that not all health data comes from a machine, which leads us to the deeply personal story your body tells through feelings, not just figures. This is where we move beyond the numbers and begin to chart the landscape of your life. I'm talking about your sleep, your mood, and your energy levels. These might seem soft or subjective, but they are incredibly powerful indicators of your overall health. For 1 week, try this simple practice. Keep a small notebook by your bed. Each morning, give your sleep quality from the night before a score from 1 to 10. Then, at the end of the day, do the same for your overall mood and your energy level. That's it. It takes less than a minute. After a week or two, you will have a map. You'll start to see the undeniable connections. You might notice that after a night of poor sleep, a 3 out of 10, your mood the next day is also a 3, and your energy is a 2. Or you might see that 2 days of high energy are consistently followed by a day of exhaustion. This isn't just journaling, it's data collection. You are becoming the lead researcher in the most important study of all, your own well-being. This map helps you and your doctor see the patterns that a blood test or physical exam could never reveal. Charting these big picture feelings is the first crucial step. But what about those nagging little symptoms, the ones that are so easy to dismiss? Well, there's a simple technique to turn those vague feelings into a powerful clue book for your doctor. This final indicator is what I call the detective's notebook. It's the art of symptom journaling. So many of us go to the doctor with a vague complaint like, I just feel off, or I've been so tired lately. While that is a valid feeling, it doesn't give your physician much to work with. It's like telling a detective, something just seems wrong in the house, without pointing to the broken window or the muddy footprints. To be a true partner in your health, you need to provide specific clues. So when you feel a symptom, any symptom from a headache to joint pain to a feeling of dizziness, grab your notebook and answer a few simple questions. What exactly does it feel like? Is it a sharp pain or a dull ache? Where is it located? When does it happen? How long does it last? And what were you doing right before it started? By doing this, you transform I feel off into I feel a dull ache behind my right eye that lasts for about 20 minutes every afternoon, usually after I've been on the computer. Now that is a clue. That is specific, actionable information that helps your doctor narrow down the possibilities and get to the root of the problem so much faster. I'm curious, and I know others in our community will be too. What's one symptom you've always found difficult to put into words for your doctor? Share your experience in the comments below. You may be surprised how many of us can relate. Now that you have this incredible personalized detective's notebook filled with your body's true story, how do you share it? How do you turn all this powerful information into a real, productive conversation with your doctor without feeling rushed or dismissed? This is the most important part. You don't need to hand over pages and pages of notes. Instead, you synthesize it. Before your appointment, look over your data, your blood pressure log, your heart rate trends, your sleep and mood scores, and your symptom journal, and write down your top 3 observations or concerns on a single piece of paper. Imagine a simple note card with just 3 points. Point 1, My blood pressure is consistently higher at home in the evenings than it is in the office. Point 2, my energy crashes every day around 3 p.m., even on days I get good sleep. And point 3, I've been having this specific type of headache. You walk in with this piece of paper, and after the initial pleasantries, you can say, to make the most of our time, I've been tracking a few things at home, and I've prepared a few key points I'd love to discuss. This simple act completely changes the dynamic. It shows you are engaged and prepared. It transforms the appointment from a monologue, where you are being told things, into a collaborative dialogue, a true partnership, where you and your doctor are working together as a team to solve the puzzle of your health. You hold so much wisdom within your own body. You are the world's leading expert on you. These tools are simply a way to help you listen more closely and translate what your body is telling you into a language you can share. You have the power to walk into every single appointment feeling confident, prepared, and truly seen. Your first step doesn't have to be big. Just choose one. Just one of these things to track for 1 week. That's all it takes to begin this beautiful journey of empowerment. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me today. If this conversation was helpful, please share it with a friend, a sister, or a mother who you feel could benefit from this message. Let's lift each other up. Take the most wonderful care of yourselves, and I will see you in our next conversation.